And it's actually a really good sort of 30,000 foot picture of how Doge is, as I say, knitting together immigration databases across DHS and uploading data from outside agencies, including the Social Security Administration, as well as voting records. And the idea here is a system that can be used to identify and monitor immigrants. And so they've not only had access to an existing customs and immigration data lake, which is what they call their kind of massive pools of data, but have been uploading to it data from the IRS, the Social Security Administration, and voting data from at least Pennsylvania and Florida. And the idea here appears to be to essentially shut off benefits to the entire household if anyone in that household is undocumented, even if the citizen members of the household are eligible to receive benefits. So that's one of the ends to which this kind of pooling of data is being put. That is, you aggregate data from across these different agencies. If you find someone who appears to be undocumented, I say appears to be, it's important here because these are a lot of different data sets that structure and store data in a lot of different ways. The risk of false positives seems fairly high. And then to ensure that no one in that household, including the citizens, is receiving benefits. They also appear to be accessing, the same Washington Post article tells us, Education Department data sets. And the Post notes a essay that former American Enterprise Institute scholar Max Eden, who is now a White House official, laid out, suggesting that the Department's Civil Rights Office, the Department of Education's Civil Rights Office, could find the identity of every single foreign student who supported protests against Israel's bombing of Gaza. One more story worth mentioning in this sort of broad pool of Doge consolidating access to different data systems is that there's a whistleblower at the National Labor Relations Board who has a series of pretty disturbing allegations of how Doge staff have been accessing that organization's sensitive databases, which include information about contract negotiations and unions that, of course, are heavily protected and would be of potential great value to, for example, employers that are trying to deal with unionization efforts or negotiating with unions, which include, of course, a lot of Elon Musk's friends.